Alright, this is Grandfather. Now I know that many of you are experiencing a phenomena that you find most difficult. And that phenomena is associated with the waking up of the soul into the conscious, day-to-day life of any individual. Many of you know about this process because you've already gone through it, or are well on your way into the process. But for those of you who don't know about it, this doesn't mean that something is taking over. This is your soul, that portion of you that Creator has endowed to be a living, breathing human being on this planet at this time. And I believe from my experience and understanding of these matters that Creator has also decided to give you a gentle poke in the side so that your soul will be comfortable functioning in your physical body on a day-to-day experience. There is phenomena associated with this. After all, your soul has capabilities and capacities, sometimes referred to as spiritual capabilities. One of these things is to be able to see things that are there, but that you don't normally see, or you remember not ever been able to see. So many of you will sometimes see flashes of light or bright, small colored objects in the air, or you might see something that reminds you of motion, meaning something will seem to pass in front of your eyes very quickly, and it will have happened so fast it won't really register until after it's happened. These are things that are there. They are not ghosts. I know it's popular now on TV programs to talk about ghosts, but in fact, these are simply benevolent beings from other planets or other dimensions that you are allowed to see now. Some of you will have really wondrous experiences with that. You might see someone almost complete, another human being, perhaps even a loved one, that is either not near you to see now, or has perhaps passed over. This will seem to be, and that's where this idea comes in, a ghost-like phenomena, but it really isn't. When you pass over, which you will someday, you will always see loved ones that have gone before you. Not those who've gone before you that you didn't love, or that you didn't feel comfortable with, but only those that you did love, or those that you didn't know, but loved you. Perhaps they were such like great-grandmother or great-grandfather who perhaps you never met. So you will know them when you pass over, because there will be just an overwhelming feeling of love. But you see, spirit capabilities and soul capabilities are very closely aligned, like that, okay, next to each other. Hope you can see that, just two fingers together. But you haven't really had these capabilities in your physical life, though they are now coming to availability. This is happening because the experience of dimensions is a shifting thing. In order to make it possible to live on planet Earth, Earth must sustain herself. She must do for herself now. So you will have to have your spiritual capabilities, your soul, you understand, capabilities, to be able to do things that will support and sustain human and animal life, because Mother Earth may not be able to do that all the time, since she must take care of herself. It's not that she doesn't love you, it's that because of things that have happened on her, wars, bombs, explosions, drilling, mining, all of this stuff, it affects her body. After all, oil is not something that you use and burn in your cars that has no reason to be in Mother Earth. It is something she uses too. So she must remanufacture herself by merging more with the souls and spirits of other beings like her, planets, suns, deities, yes, very often. So, without getting too involved in that story, which you can read about in the Explorer Race books if you're interested, then I'll simply say this. If you experience a phenomena that surprises you, most of the time it won't happen when you're doing something important like, say, driving a truck or operating machinery or working in the kitchen with sharp implements. It will usually happen for most of you out of the corner of your eye, but for many of you, much more presentable, meaning much more towards the front, something that you will be able to see perhaps even for a few seconds at a time. I don't want you to worry about this. It's part of your soul merging, meaning much more present with your day-to-day conscious self. Your soul is totally present when you are in the deep sleep state, because soul does not have to interact with the discomforts of daily life. Discomfort is not something that soul has been able to deal with up until now. But as you are shifting between dimensions, and there is a great deal more spirit energy available from benevolent beings, angels, guides, and so on, soul is now able to be present with you in your conscious day-to-day self. So you will have what seems like phenomena, when in fact it's just something that you do as a immortal personality. You are all that way, really, in your spirit life, and it is normal. It will seem like magic here, but it's not really magic. It's completely normal when you are your soul selves, your spirit selves. In short, you're not physical selves. But that's available for you now as a physical being. I know many of you know these things, but for those of you who don't, or who are unsure about what's going on, this is just a gentle reminder. Good life.